Well, I just finished watching all of the new Halo campaign Evolve news and reading up on all the little details that I may have missed in the trailer. Then immediately decided to sit in a hot shower for like a good 30 minutes to contemplate everything I just witnessed. Usually I would react to stuff like this, but I was like 99% sure it was going to be a Halo Combat Evolved remake anyways, and I wasn't going to be like, oh my God. When they, revealed the game, I already knew that was coming. So my reaction to this stuff was pretty much, wow, that looks really good. But I also wanted to bring up my extreme disappointment and dissatisfaction with the Halo brand. Well, actually, by extension, most gaming brands such as Bethesda, Ubisoft, EA. But my favorite games of all time are mainly tied with Bethesda and Halo Studios. It's just been a world of remakes recently. They did a Halo, CE remake again. They did a re-release of Skyrim on the Switch most recently, I believe is what was the most recent thing. They announced a Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. The game's like, barely 10 years old and still looks great, doesn't need a remaster. And then they did the same thing for Fallout New Vegas and Ultimate Edition and didn't even bother remastering it. So my disappointment and the lack of new content really boiled over today. I do want to talk about the positives where CE campaign evolved. I hate that name, but it looks really good. There's a lot of positive things I do enjoy about it. For example, if you're going to remake a game, at least add new things to it. So I really appreciate the New Johnson missions, the sprint, which you can toggle on and off if you don't like it. Great. They redid the original dialogue with the same voice actors, Steve Downes, Jen Taylor, most notably. And they're leaning into the horror aspect of the Flood from what I heard. So all of these things I really, really enjoy. I like that they redid the cinematics and whatnot, and I'm sure it's going to look great. It's going to be a lot less boring than the original CE and CE Anniversary. So don't get me wrong, as a Halo fan, I'm going to play this. I'm going to be grateful that we got some, droplet of new Halo content to a degree, but I was editing and then completely forgot to mention another positive that I kind of just blanked about. Halo's coming to PlayStation. This was pretty obvious based on some leaks, but I think this is absolutely fantastic. I am not enjoying the comments of like, the only people who hate Xbox players is Xbox. I'm like, dude, they're giving more people the opportunity to play Halo. That's a win, no matter who you are in my book. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick because that is something that I think is amazing. It's only going to do great things for the brand in terms of population and numbers, more people playing. What goes on with the story, I have no idea. It can go anywhere at this point. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick before I finished editing. Moving on to the things I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy all the new sound effects. I don't enjoy how some of the assets look straight out of Halo Infinite, like the Elite at the when the door opens, which is sick when it opens, and he has like the energy sword, like that Darth Vader moment. That was sick. But the armor is just stripped right out, right out of Halo Infinite. And this isn't Halo Infinite. This is CE. And I just don't like how Halo Studios, 343 previously, is a studio of false promises, whether it's their fault or the people above them at Microsoft. I don't know, so I don't have any like hatred towards Halo Studios. I just have disappointment in the products they have attached to their name, I'll say. Notably, Halo Infinite was supposed to be this big 10-year thing. They threw that out the window. Halo Infinite was supposed to have couch co-op. They threw that out the window. Halo Infinite was supposed to have co-op at release. They threw that out the window. A lot of these things that should have been here day one, just like in Halo 5, they weren't there. They're thrown out the window. Here's a cool new game mode. Oh, you like it? We're going to throw that out the window for the next 11 months. Oh, we're going to have this, campaign DLC. Throw that out the window. We're going to have like multiplayer DLC with cutscenes and stuff. And then they threw that out the window after year 2 or 3 or something. So there's just a lot of, it's really hard to be excited for a new Halo game when so many promises were not kept, essentially. So I'm really excited that I get to play some speckle of new Halo content, but it's really hard to be truly hyped with everything that's come before, is all I'm trying to say. And this applies beyond Halo. Like I said, I gave Bethesda as an example. They're just re-releasing new games, and before you guys start angrily typing, well, a game like Elder Scrolls is nothing like a game akin to Halo, and you're absolutely right. I agree. I can completely understand why it takes many, 5+ years to develop a game, but I'm more so referring to the fact that they just re-release things like Skyrim. The Oblivion thing I'm okay with, because it was like 20 years ago, so that makes sense. But if you're going to be charging another $100+ for a Fallout game, it should be a new Fallout game, or in Fallout New Vegas's case, I think a $60 price tag would be justified if they completely remade it and did a whole remake right before Season 2 dropped. And it came with all the DLCs and whatnot, of course. Maybe $40 would be more reasonable, but again, depending on the... But yeah, I just really wanted to get this off my chest real quick because Halo's just been a huge disappointment for me. But again, I really loved what they showed graphically to an extent with the CE remake. I just didn't want to react to it because I already knew what was coming. I knew I was going to be disappointed. And it sucks that after almost 4 years, sorry, we don't have any idea what Halo 7 is going to be about. So yeah, to cap off this video, Halo Studio, you know, they kind of rounded off their announcement video with, we want the fans to be excited about the next era of Halo. But from where I'm sitting, it's just all these new players are going to be entering the disappointment era of Halo. And that really sucks as a Halo fan. I do want to leave off on a positive note saying that I'm still very excited to try out the CE remake. I'm still very excited for Halo 7 and how that story progresses. I'm just not very happy with how this brand I love so much is being handled. I'm pretty sure it's like Microsoft making Halo Studios jump through all these hoops and whatnot. I don't know. It's just the state of Halo is extremely disappointing, but I still love the brand and I'm excited to play Halo Campaign Evolved.